able to take a single game in this series to eliminate Liquid from DreamLeague. Best team in the world? I mean, you were rocking them as best team in the world kind of leading up to, what, Bali, Riyadh, that sort of area. You feel like the Topson has slid in nicely as everybody would predict it?
I mean, I always say they're best team in the world. I mean, trying to get a job out here. Gotta hype them up while you can.
Trying to get a coaching job or what?
I'll take anything at this point, but
you want to be an assistant
I'll
coach
sweep the floor,
AUI?
you know. AUI, I'll get you some food. At a point gets to 3,000 HP with no cooldowns and dispel, and you're putting illusions in. You don't even know which one's the real dazzle. It gets very confusing very fast. We'll see if Topson can get to that point as the trades are happening. Top 9 getting a little bit of an advantage here, which is decent sign for that Bane, because this is another hero you really want levels on. Early gank.
Yeah, disruption into a swing of the blade from Nisha. That's not good enough. They totally misread that one. Sure, they get the kill, but Topson stayed alive to get the experience for the Nisha death first, so well worth it.
Topson putting it to good use here. Opens up 1,000 gold gap off mid lane in the first 5.5 minutes here. Severe economic damage.
Yeah. Now, it wouldn't be the first time that we saw Liquid hard losing a lane, still managed to back out, but nice pickup there. iNSaNiA making the rotation through the gate. Didn't think the poisons were going to be enough, but iNSaNiA lending a helping hand is enough. Now, they will be able to get the trade-off here. If they get the Wolves in front of 9, they still might be able to get a 2-for-1. Either way, though, even if they don't get this... Oh, no, missile! It came all the way from the top lane to help out. 9 still has some brain saps. He actually has Topson to be able to help out now. iNSaNiA, he's going to be taking a lot of damage from that poison touch. He will tick out. The Terrorblade and Ancient Apparition cutting in through the side. They do have level 6 on the Kunkka.
Big TP's top.
Yeah, this is a pretty hefty play. I want to make sure 33 continues the farm. He died once, sure, but can't let it happen again. Boxi's committed his life to try and put more damage onto 33. He knows he's dead.
Very not good for the other. Depends who you're a fan of here. Nonetheless, this Ancient Apparition is already almost level 6 as well.
Topson will not leave Nisha alone. Nisha is dead here. He's going to get off the boat. There's the combo. Disruption into boat, but it doesn't even land.
There's your blast.
And they are going to lose this fight hard. They are going to try and get as much damage onto the Dazzle. They do manage to bring him down.
Yeah, Wolves here helping out, and Zai makes the rotation. Should clean up some supports.
Yeah, how many are they going to get?
Oh, big crit.
9. He's got a brain sap, but
another big crit.
Keep running him down. Meanwhile, the Ancient Apparition is also going to die here. Sneyking can't get to the camp in time, so they bring in the Lycan.
So it's a question of what Topson can use it for in this game, is he's just rushing Ags.
Yeah, when I was experimenting with Dazzle in our party queue games.
Yeah, that was an experiment.
I copied Topson's build, and I realized Topson is very conservative with his item build compared to what I've seen other people go. Like, a lot of people like the Midas, right, to be able to just constantly bad juju and make the cooldown go down. It does work, but Topson's build, very conservative. Gets an Aghanim Scepter, gets a BKB, goes Blink Dagger.
And I think sometimes you get caught in that mid-game where you can't get to your 4th item that you might need, your 3.5 to 5.5 territory, where you become invincible, and you just get stuck there. In this build, you're way more useful before than no matter what.
Yeah.
And you're a lot tankier, too. This Dazzle's got some HP. Zai gonna try and clean up. These are cleanups Liquid need. Desperately.
They desperately need to be able to bring down Topson here and probably need to get more off of him. That's what Zai's going to chase after, going for 9.
Got tumblered.
Got a crit.
Ooh, little Ghost doing some work. I like that. You can instantly blink in and disrupt the Terrorblade.
That's what I was
thinking. The more
thinking.
reliable part of it. And
I was thinking he just wants TB illusions because they're probably lacking in damage.
Sometimes Aether Lens is enough for that, but I guess he also feels playing versus the Ravage that, you know, you can also blink disrupt post Ravage and it's instant. That's another big component here. So there's some small things this blink could really pay off, as a grip will find the Lycan of all heroes, and that's the best target for 9 to run into.
Absolutely. That's going to slow down his push to assault Kyros. Liquid have to move to the other side of the map now, and very likely Tundra can get some towers for free. I mean, it does make a lot of sense within his own lineup. When you're already vortexing and poison touch slowing people, and then you add an anchor on top of that, like these heroes are just going nowhere. Oh, this is a big pick if they can get a nice vantage dodge on the missile, but he's still going to be hit by the boat. Can he get off the Sunder? He will on his own illusion. Doesn't even try and use it on one of the enemy heroes, but he still has lots of poison stacks, and that's enough. The heroes couldn't get there in time on the side of Tundra.
You got
They
anchor.
will manage to anchor stop the TP away of Boxi. Boxi, the other person on Team Liquid who is kind of shining here. It's pretty much him and Zai, while the rest of Tundra just slowly win the game more and more, it feels. Now that you have this increased chance to be able to, like, get the item that you want. Oh. Boat pickup here on 9. Nice. Got the Nightmare off. Dodges the boat, but they have to make the run away. Thompson with the big heal. Ice Blast is going to give them a little bit of vision here. Spotting Boxi. They also killed Zai.
On off the backside.
Yeah, looks like he got anchored, and they were... skiter just pumped the damage into him. Good enough. They used that Metamorphosis to go for tier 2 now. Swap back, trying to save Nisha's life. Nobody else from Liquid's going to die here, but they will lose their tier 2 tower. And we'll see what else. Skeeter's also going to be able to get a Scotty complete. So he is a very, very happy camper in this game.
Still have #1 network gyro. It's just, what are you able to use it for? 9 setting up on miCKe. He's still getting flak hit.
He's by himself. The Vengeful Spirit's TPing in, but they don't have a swap to save him. So this Fiend's Grip will be final for miCKe.
That was a really nice setup by 9. That whole fight that was happening mid, he just preemptively TP topped and was smoked. And just set it up himself. And automatically was looking for the next play, and he'll get the payoff. Nowhere left to farm on this map, as wards will cover bottom, and the push top will sink in the other lane, while Terrorblade Illusions deal with the rest of the map. Tundra controlling everything here very nicely, very smoothly, and Topson going back for Tormentor. Wolves can only do so much. I mean, the amount 9 is setting up on these deep side lanes is crazy value. They are going to potentially run into him here.
Yeah, they had a ward sentry combo up there in lane, so they saw the ward be planted down. They immediately went for the scan, went for the move, trying to catch something here. But this is a hard kill. They run it to Skiter. That's not the target.
He's got a full Shivas.
And the Fiend's Grip from the low ground, catching Nisha along Ice Blast coming in. That's going to be Nisha going down, and the Purge placed onto the gyrocopter. Now with the anchor on top of him as well. He's going absolutely nowhere for a bit. Fortunately, the anchor wears off, so does the Purge, and he's able to cruise on out. No, caught by the Ravage on the edge, and now Thompson's hitting him. BKB TP out, but that is not how you... Oh, but he still dies!
The crits, man. You get minus armored up, you're gonna melt real fast. What turned into a casual gank for Liquid turns into 4 dead, and the Lycan didn't even get to use the ult there. Zai will pop it now to get slept.
Wakes himself up, but it's too late for that one. Hit by
that
the anchor, and he slows down to a crawl.
Well, this game escalated very fast. I feel like it goes back to that mid lane. It just created so much differential. You couldn't create any tempo in this game as Liquid. Your Lycan missed all his timings. The early Roshan with the Vlads on the Tide also helped stop some of that comeback potential. Really good itemization here from Tundra and putting all of it to use. It's way more than you expect from some of the old versions of Dazzle.
Yeah.
You're gone.
Team Liquid just lost the team fight inside their base, and it looks like they may be losing another one here, as miCKe is going to try and make his last stand, but up against these heroes, he's doing absolutely no damage. Thompson blinking in deeper, pop of the shallow grave, BKB on himself to keep the heroes slowed down constantly with these poison touches. He's going to make sure Nisha is going to fall. miCKe slowed down enough that Skeeter's going to be able to catch up to him, and a Fiend's Grip, a final one, put on to iNSaNiA of all heroes. That's how hard Tundra won this. They really didn't need some of those ultimates to be able to wipe Liquid off the map.
Lose the game, but hey, it's gonna look amazing until he gets purged.
That was a cute play. They hit outside of sight, and then they come back in. They do manage to get that first blood, so not only did they get the cheesy 1v1 matchup, but then they also have first blood for Nisha as well. So I mean, I guess Liquid isn't playing to be a team in playoffs, so they got to play for something else.
It was like that was the patch where the answers were Necro, Razor were the big ones.
Yeah.
To kill this Bristle. Yeah. It's because you just link this guy up. It's a free link target in the fight. You just kill him. It might be slightly different now with the newer Bristle. I mean, the lane's probably still not great as we're seeing here. I think the idea in this matchup is you go the Ags build at some point, and you just skew the matchup that way.
Yeah, you become more of a spellcaster and less reliant on your right-click damage. And 9 actually wins that. Oh, the 1v2 turnaround. There's supports around between the two side lanes. A lot more than some other teams do. Sneyking now pops his head out. And he is not going to be dead. Yeah, Topson is going to come in. Should be able to clean up at least one of these supports. But Sneyking can still get run down by Zion. Might be able to get that earn charge. He does. Gets the kill. Probably is not getting out, though. Nisha gives him Purification Heal. Actually, with Nisha showing up, Topson's the one who's low, who doesn't have level 6 yet. Not even close, in fact. A roll in onto a glimpse back skiter. Now, they don't have a stun, so he'll just TP out. Close to level 7, and Topson is barely level 5.
Cheese is good, man. This is a cheese patch for sure. I'm going to smack down 9.
Oh, the disruption! Did it save him? Yeah, Topson does not get sent back to the fountain. That would have been
clutch.
Pretty terrible if he got sent back to the fountain with no TP and only brown boots. Another go. Skeeter, who had a TP back from the last engagement, has not been able to spend very much time in lane. Sneyking's going to TP in. Might be able to help Skeeter a bit. But the magnetized damage is building up, and Zai is not going to let it go. Gets a kick. That'll deliver him. Straight back to the fountain. Boxi will TP away from Sneyking. No problems there, though the disruption illusions are causing Zai a bit of torment.
This is a very rough early game for Tundra. It's getting to the point where you can still recover this if you get some stacks up, you slow the game down, but if you keep getting sucked into these fights, man, you might create a deficit too large to overcome.
iNSaNiA, oh, Topson really wants this kill. It's going to use the Astro Step to try and finish him off, TP out, but he doesn't finish off iNSaNiA. As a result, iNSaNiA glimpses him back from the TP away. And you're going to get that 1-2 punch of double hammer of purities that will add a one-shot most supports, and it'll probably take most cores out of the fight.
It's the shard and the level 10 talent. He doesn't even have it yet.
Yeah.
The extra 50 base damage is one of the things that makes Core Omni incredibly scary, because if you give him all these kills, you give him the levels, he's almost level 10 Topson, you're level 7.
Oh, they static storm him and slow him down enough that the double damage goes to Nisha. Trying to rectify the situation where they have been taken out by Tundra by losing that game 1.
I mean, all I'm saying is, okay, this Topson guy, he cheeses everybody all the time. He's been cheesing people for 5 years now. He's won TIs off the cheese. You know, cheese this guy back. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
That's some good old-fashioned karma. You had it coming.
Why didn't you try and cheese Topson?
I was too bad to execute.
That's fair.
That's part of it. Oh, nice little kick into the deny.
He delivers the deny straight to Skeeter's door.
Here, take this
finally,
corpse.
33 is going to show up. Now, it's not in time to be able to save Skeeter's life, but maybe they could do something about Zion. Never mind, Nisha is here, and it all goes bad. Oh, we got him inside the kinetic field. Static Storm again, Topson. Just can't stay alive on this Void Spirit.
No.
Avery Priest a little bit lighter once again.
I mean, that's how these games go sometimes, you know?
That's how it goes.
It's unfortunate, but sometimes the cheese gets you and sometimes you get the cheese. 33 is going to be getting a slow chase down here as he did not get to finish his Ags, instead got dragged into this fight. It's going to be a slow death. Very
They have to pop the ultimate of the Omni Knight just to make sure that the Quill spray doesn't add up too much.
He has a harpoon. God, he's massive. Huge. And the thing about harpoon is the earlier you get that item, the more out of control it gets.
Yeah, because nobody has a defensive utility item yet. No Force Staffs or Glimmer Capes to help these guys. So if Omni Knight gets on top of you,
there's a Purge.
There's the Purge. Bye-bye Repel. Doesn't matter. Not at all.
There's a Link. There's a double disruption.
All right, 4 illusions.
And Topson's dead.
Hit it with another Spirit.
Oh, he got the Midas, though.
And he will tick out from that.
He got the Midas.
He did get the Midas. Good for him. Drop it some distance away from him,
Just hide it.
If you can get it in time, I'm going to deny it. If you can get here in time to pick it up,
just hide it somewhere random on the map. I mean, this is one of those Liquid lineups where you win lanes, but you can lose a couple fights and then be in a tough position, right?
Yeah. They have a Razor carry.
Well, I don't think that's the problem. What did Razor do to you?
I just don't think that Razor's the hardest carry in the world. That's all.
Actually, I think I was going to say it's the Omni Earth. Well, yeah, that might be true. Wow. I don't know. I was trying to think of it. This Razor's going ham.
533. Oh, and he sprayed the wrong direction too. Insult.
What can you do?
Oh my god, he's getting a shot away. Some support is just gonna all of a sudden bam bam.
Where's your dazzle now?
Alright, sold by the two of them. Does get a double stun out of it.
Double purge.
Alright.
Oh my god.
Tundra show up finally in this game to get a turnaround, but they don't even get Zai. Oh, well, I mean, whatever. They got Nisha. That was worth, what, 1,700 gold?
It's because it gets hidden by the chat lines.
Yeah, this is not the... Yeah, we could... Maybe we'll get maybe a little bit of improvement on the...
But that's what the team fight's supposed to look like. Good Link and a good Purge, including the Omni Knight. You get the 2-for-1, that's even better. Combined spells on top of this Void Spirit. Still a lot of burst damage. This game is not over yet. Yeah. Another Razor death now.
The network plummeted all of a sudden.
You got two big core pickoffs with streaks. It's going to do that.
So Nisha did just kind of burst down skiter pretty quickly.
That's just not the fight you want to throw when it comes down to it. And Tundra, their itemization usually on point. They're going to itemize for the team here.
They're going to run into the Razor.
Another clutch pickoff.
Aegis. Nisha was the one to grab it. The Manta gives him a little bit of time, but he's slowed down for the Purge. TPs are coming in, but these two are already guaranteed. But the Static Storm goes down. Zai's already rolled in with his Blade Mail. Not much Sven could do about that one. The Quill's going out for 33. They cut Zai down pretty nicely. Nisha shows up too late with Guardian Angel. The physical damage has already been done. He does pick up the kill on Thompson, though. I'm sure Nisha is happy with the outcome, even if his team is sad.
Nah, this could have been 25K or game over, right?
Yeah.
Tundra clawing their way back. And a lot of that is, honestly, 9. I feel like 9 is doing a lot in this game. He's found a lot of farm, but he's also just having huge impact in the fights. Another two-man link into the Hammer Purge.
Going straight for Nisha.
What have you done?
Take out the Omni Knight first. Zai.
Just no respect.
To the same fate. They really don't.
They're just giving free Grim ults in the Demonic Purge Stormhammers. You can't survive this. You don't have spells that interact well versus the double Dispel here. That's 4 down for Liquid. miCKe isn't even at that fight. Waste their right clicks on a Phantom. It's very slow. Neither does Razor, really.
Tundra, well
jump.
set up to be able to defend against this one. The BKB Lincolns, though, protects miCKe for now, but he's slowed down by the Purge, and Skeeter's going to work on him. They need to be able to bail miCKe out of this one somehow. He's getting a big link, yes, but he eventually does fall. As 33 is able to run him over. Nisha playing for it now. He's going to have to be the damage dealer that the Liquid desperately need to win out this fight against Skeeter, and he does do the finishing blow. Brings down the Sven. In the back line, it's going to be the two supports dying, but 33 is going to work with these quills.
Those stacks.
Turns his back right onto Nisha. Blast him away.
High back from 9. How does Zai end up here?
He really wanted that Thompson kill, huh?
He might get it. It's close. Oh,
blocked by 9. Oh, he's getting pulled into the fountain. He still got him.
You're not safe. We got a smile out of him. We got a smile out of him. Definitely a very good BKB game here for Tundra, especially going into that Ag Static Storm. If you can just BKB first and run in the fight, it's going to make your life a lot easier. Little flank maneuver from Liquid here. Pretty good angle if they can find the supports.
No Bristleback in this fight, so it is a dream opportunity here for Liquid. They find the Shadow Demon right away, but once again, the double soul bind, but they've already taken the damage away from the Sven. 33 does get back here now, but the Omni Knight, the Guardian Angel's already gone out, so that's going to slow down the damage of 33, and they finish off the Grimstroke with miCKe stealing so much damage away from the Sven. He puts it on 33, thinks better out of it. This is not a hero he can really challenge so easily. Glimpsed away, breaking the link there for miCKe. That's going to be a bit unfortunate. He needs that extra damage to challenge this Bristleback.
How strong do they think they are? This is a 2v4 with a buyback on SD coming back in. They do not want to give up Roshan right now.
Zai starts leading a bit of a chase, an expedition, chasing after 33, see if they can get the glimpse back on him. They get that. Can they isolate him enough? No, BKB activated with the Bloodstone. That should keep him alive. miCKe, meanwhile, being beaten down by skiter. He's not going to win this one. Slowed down too much. Zai going to kick away, but he can't get away from skiter, who slaps him down as well. 33 might end up dying to the poison magnetize. He will. So Liquid gets something out of that, but skiter, he is cleaning up the rest of this fight. So 33, he got the best of the last engagement. He was able to clean everything up.
Of course, you also have things like the Aghanim Scepter for the Shadow Demon, giving you extra purge and potentially double cleanse here. A very nice cleanse game, right? Something worth mentioning here. Double cleanse on the Sven and the Bristle is pretty nasty. Versus Veno, Earth Spirit, Disruptor. It's a lot to dispel here. And then you can also get this Hex on the Grimstroke. Nine has had a very, very farmed game. Slowed down a little, but he's still up there. He's closing in on this Hex. That's a double Hex off the Soulbind. It's gonna do some damage. Get to it.
Boxi really baiting himself because that's the Aghanim Static Storm. They put it to work on the Bristleback. The disruption is not going to save him. It only buys a little bit of time. Oh, he actually a cheese. Never mind. He goes back up a significant amount. He's trying to make the run away. He's going to be okay. Wow, what a save from Sneyking. Tundra, can they turn as Zai dives in deep and surrounded by 4 heroes, gets blown apart by skiter, who with his BKB God Strength is now trying to put the damage onto miCKe. It's just not quite enough. He's going to lose his first life.
Buybacks for Tundra. They need to turn off this Sven respawn. He just doesn't have God Strength here.
Yeah, when he comes back on the second life, really how much is he going to be able to do? Let's see. He does the damage. Wow, that was a lot coming out from Sneyking. So many poison stacks there. Nisha may be next. Actually goes for the Harpoon to pull back in skiter. They finally get him, but it is a dying gasp here for Team Liquid. They may have brought down the carry, but it is Tundra who will push through thanks to their buybacks. Running away with it is kind of what I expected about like 25-30 minutes, but you're right, Liquid do have some scaling opportunities. We saw it with the Aghanim Scepter there, the Disruptor. Could have been a very different fight if it wasn't for that save from Sneyking.
Boxi went back for a Witchblade on this Veno. Not sure I like it, but probably does feel good.
Yeah, that's a weird one.
But it will not be an Ags on the Veno. It will not be more utility. You just got to get to a position where you can kite these big boys out. The problem is the burst is so significant. Can you get there?
Testing his damage. Needs a Force Staff to get away the Bloodthorn on him. It's going to do a lot of damage, and that's enough. Soulbind now on
double Harpoon.
Plus the Venom. Pull them both in. Just reel in the Liquid Fish.
That Razor.
That's it.
He's just gone.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen double Harpoon, but it looked absolutely sick here. The triangle of death evaporates them. And you got to remember, this whole fight is Tundra jumping. Why? No Disruptor.
Yep.
There's no Static Storm here to bail out the overextension or the clump. Tundra sees an opportunity, pounce, and this game might just be over off it because you have no buybacks here if you are Liquid. And you have no Disruptor again as the Quills put him back in the ground.
Okay, Zai. Show us what you could do with that Earth Spirit.
Now we've seen Zai pull out some tremendous wins for Liquid. This is going to be one of the greatest of all time if he manages to pull it off. But it looks a little too hard even for him. Damn, what a nice comeback from Tundra. I mean, great early 20 minutes from Liquid. I think they played that lineup to near perfection.